WRSR, Owasso, Flint. The following program has been pre-recorded and is paid for by Discover Flint Township. The views expressed are those of Discover Flint Township and do not necessarily reflect the views of 103.9 The Fox or Krill Communications, Inc. Welcome to Discover Flint Township, a program showcasing our local community. Flint Township is ready for your next move. And now, your host, Flint Township Economic Enhancement Director, Tracy Tucker.
I'm Tracy Tucker, and this is Discover Flint Township, brought to you by Flint Township Economic Development Authorities, HAP, Financial Plus Credit Union, Shea Automotive Group, and 103.9 The Fox. Today we are talking about what's been happening and what is happening in Flint Township and the surrounding areas, and we will shine our guaranteed rate business spotlight on a local Flint Township business later in the show. But right now, we're going to talk about what's been going on. I'm here with Rusty in the studios. So.
Hello, Rusty the producer, Rusty the clown, Rusty the Thomas. Just don't call me late to lunch.
There you go. That's it exactly. We never want to be late. Not for food anyway. Anyway, so what I wanted to talk about today, we had a great event in the township. Last night, we were taping this on a Wednesday, so it was last night, but National Night Out at our police station. It was a great event. So many people there and prizes given away to the kids.
Very cool.
Great.
Now, for those who aren't familiar or don't pay attention or whatever, what is National Night Out?
So the National Night Out is a national event. All over the United States, you have police departments, fire departments, first responder agencies all over that try to have an event to bring the community together with their first responders. And so we've been doing it for about 15 years.
Oh, wow.
And I've been involved in a few of them, but this year the Discover Flint Township group decided to help out along with HAP and Dort Financial Credit Union. And they help them with their advertising and all that, but it's really, most of the work is done by Officer John Chiza from our police department, and I want to give him a shout out. He did a fantastic job. They bring in community partners like Matrix Services. They're a trucking company. Mm-hmm. They're located over on Holiday Drive. They made over 1,000 Kogel hot dogs. So
wow.
Serve the Curve, another Flint Township
Thank you to Al Kogel and the family.
Yeah, yes. And then...
by the way, from what I hear from Mr. Kogel personally, they are not hot dogs. They're Viennas, Wieners, Red Hots, anything but hot dogs.
Yeah, Serve the Curve.
Yeah.
I don't care. They're very good. I don't care what you call them. They are excellent. We
that's
love
why they get
sausage.
sent off all over the country.
Oh my gosh, we have Al's son John was on our DDA board, and he has served on some other things. Very involved in the community. They celebrated their 75th year, I believe.
Oh really?
Yeah. Was it 100? No, it was 75, I believe. But they have been around forever, and they are such a great community partner.
Yeah.
And love their food. We always get the summer sausage. It's great.
Yeah.
The Viennas. I like the skinless ones. They're bologna. We don't buy any bologna except for Kogel.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
My stepmom buys only Kogel bologna, and she has a certain size slice.
Yeah.
That you have to go to the store and order.
Oh, yeah.
And did you know, sidetrack, but they're kind of a Flint Township business. Yeah. We should have them on.
Yeah.
But the Viennas that you get at the restaurants and what used to be at Angelo's, different Viennas than what you get in the store. They're made specifically
for restaurants. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Oh,
I forget who told me that.
That's very interesting.
Yeah.
And I love their ring bologna.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh. And then we used to
The pickled bologna.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The pickled bologna is good too. Or the pickled bologna. Yeah. The pickled ring bologna. And then they have the red hots.
Yeah.
Right.
And then there's a
We
garlic.
got sidetracked with food. It must be lunchtime or something.
Yeah, I must be getting hungry. Anyway.
Yeah, remember, this is morning. Sorry, they don't have breakfast sausage that I'm aware of. So.
But they grilled up 1,000 dogs.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, they grilled up 1,000 hot dogs, gave those away. Cops and Robbers was there.
The ice cream shop.
Yep, they had their paddy wagon there. So it was funny. I got a picture of the paddy wagon in front of the police station. They were giving away ice cream. Coffee Beanery was there, giving away drinks. Yeah, Hap was there giving out stuff. They were doing canine demonstrations. They had bounce houses. They had all kind. They had. I mean,
our own Sly the Fox was.
Oh yeah, the dancing ladies from our senior from the Carmen Ainsworth Senior Center came out and danced, and Sly was dancing with them. So if you get a chance to go on at Flint Township Events, that's our Facebook page, you can see the video of Sly dancing with these ladies. It is
And I do believe that's also up on our 103.9 The Fox Facebook page. So
it is. So that was a great event, and we wanted to thank the police department, the fire department. Oh, they did a Jaws of Life demonstration.
Oh.
The Burton PD was there with their canine. They did a canine demonstration. Then
did they have the guy in the big suit and the dog attacked him?
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to get over there and watch them. I'm sure they've done that in the past where they have the demonstration of what the dog will do. But then our police chief actually got in the dunk tank.
Oh, good times.
That was a big draw.
Yeah. By the other officers.
Yeah, exactly. It was a good time.
They were all like, everybody stay back. We got this one.
Exactly. Yeah. Even if
they couldn't hit the side of the barn with the baseball.
Even if the kids missed, there was a guy standing there belting it, so he would go in the water. It was very funny. And then our fire department had the hoses going and stuff like that, and the kids were playing in the water in the street. It was hilarious. So it was a lot of fun.
Did they do like fire truck rides or something?
No, but the kids could go look at the trucks and go up in them and look and see what was there.
Hit the siren.
And the ambulances were there. They could go in the ambulances and kind of see what that's like too. The point is so that people aren't scared when they see these vehicles, that they understand, and because usually when the police and the ambulance and the fire department arrive, you're in a very tense situation, or you're scared, or so they want people to be more relaxed if a situation happens, to know that they're there to help you. So that's. It was great, and it was a great time all around. So I wanted to talk about that, and again, wanted to thank John Chiza. He did a fantastic job, and all of our police and firemen that showed up. It was great. And then we've got some of the stuff that's going on around us and within the townships. Like we got Back to the Bricks coming. That's like the 18th and 19th downtown, but we have a tune-up party that will be Friday, August 13th, at the VG's parking lot across from Shea and Hap there on Corona Road. Yeah. So if anybody needs information on that.
By the way, don't look for VG's. There's no VG's there anymore.
Yeah, no. But if you need more information on Back to the Bricks or their tune-up parties, which this is one on the 13th, go to backtothebricks.org, and we're going to have a show with them, I think, if we haven't already did it. I know they were on. No, we did. We had Amanda Taylor.
Oh, yeah. Amber.
What did I call her?
Amanda.
Oh, my goodness. Sorry, Amber.
That was the week we had Amanda, and Amber.
Yes.
I think 2 Ambers.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah.
We had, oh my gosh. Yeah, that was bad. And then we've got the Crim coming up.
Right.
We just had them on. That's August 28th. And if you guys want to get involved in that, you do the runsignup.com, or you can go to crim.org. And then we've got Bikes on the Bricks is coming up. That's the 10th through the 12th of September.
Right.
So I got to try to get somebody from Vehicle City Harley here, because they usually do a ride that starts there on Miller Road at I-75 at Vehicle City Harley.
Mm-hmm.
And they go downtown. They drive all over the county and then they end up downtown. So
they
usually
go by my house in Genesee.
Do they really?
And hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of bikes just going by.
But it is on this year, so
yeah.
they're still planning to have it. So that's great. It's great to have all these events going again. It's like last night I was so happy. I was like, this is the first real event we've had where people could actually come.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the county fair again this year.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm the announcer for part of it.
Yeah, they have, I know that Travis Tritt's going to be there.
Yep.
On the 26th.
And we've
got tickets for that. We're going to that.
And we're a part of Great White being there from 103.9 The Fox.
Oh, my goodness. I didn't even know they were going to be there.
Yeah.
Oh, you got to get me in. But no, Travis Tritt, I'll tell you, I've seen Travis Tritt a couple of times. That guy puts it all out there.
Does a great show.
He does a great show. First time I ever saw him, I think it was the first time. Yeah. First time I ever saw him, we had gotten tickets to the state fair. I had never been to the state fair before, of all things, This was quite a few years ago. My kids were little. And we had gotten tickets, and we got there, and they actually bumped us up. We ended up like 4th row. And then they had this guy in front of them that was a comedian to open the show.
Mm-hmm.
I've never heard of the guy before. He comes out and he's talking. He's like, "Man, your state police here are tough. They weren't going to let me in because they didn't believe I was part of the show." Me walking in here with my shirt all ripped up and all that. He didn't have any sleeves. You guess who that was, right?
That
Larry
would be
the
Larry.
Cable Guy. He was hilarious, and we had never heard of him either. So, yeah, but man, I'll tell you, Travis Tritt put on a show. They both did actually. It was really good. So
yeah,
I'm excited to see him.
I saw Travis Tritt up at Soaring Eagle.
Oh,
and he's a little dude.
Yeah, he's not a big guy.
No, I was kind of surprised
because he looks like he looks like a big guy.
Yeah,
but he's
you
not.
would think he'd be a bigger, taller dude.
I saw Gretchen Wilson.
Yeah,
talk about tiny. That woman is itty bit
and a big old voice.
Oh boy, you know it. And then I saw, who else I saw that didn't surprise
Apparently
me at all?
we're country fans at the rock
right?
station.
I know. Yeah, well, I've seen plenty of rock ones too, but Alan Jackson, he's a big dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
But let's get back to what we're talking about here. We're talking about our community.
Because we have about 2.5 minutes left in this segment.
Yeah, and I wanted to talk about a couple businesses that are coming in. We got Once Upon a Child, that's over by Target in that plaza there.
Mm-hmm.
They're coming in right now. They're open to buying product to stock their shelves. What they do is they will buy your new or gently used items for children and babies. If you have anything that you'd like to sell that you never used or you used a couple times, take it in there and they'll buy it and then they'll put it on their shelves so somebody else can get a good deal. And then we've got 168 Crab, which is a new seafood restaurant coming in over by Sagano's in Lincoln Plaza. We've got Gaines Jewelry just opened this week on Linden Road.
Been seeing the commercials.
Yeah. We're so glad that they expanded and decided to stay in the township. And then the Speedway is almost done at Miller and Dye. They've got grass now. So
how long they've been there? They just rebuilding?
They tore it down. It was all gone. Yeah,
I haven't been down that way in a while.
Yeah, and they took down Randy's, the liquor store that was there.
Oh,
so the whole corner looks different. You'll have to drive down there, but they're getting ready to open again here in a few weeks. So
at where again?
Miller and Dye.
Miller and Dye.
Yep.
Okay.
So we're going to wrap up with this segment, and we've got our guests here. So we'll transition into that, and we'll see y'all on
the flip side.
Yeah. All right. Today we shine our guaranteed rate business spotlight on Patriot Ambulance Service, and I have here in the studio with me Mr. Jeff Yorke. How are you today, Jeff?
Doing great. Thank you.
Good. Well, welcome. We are so glad you were able to come in. We love having our first responders, and you guys fit the bill, and I love the name Patriot. We should have had him on during the 4th of July, Rusty.
Oh, darn it!
But I did want to let people know you are located in the township, right?
That's correct, yes.
That's awesome. Now, how long have you been in the ambulance business?
We started Patriot Ambulance back in 2004. We originally opened up over in Burton off of Belsey Road. And then in 2012, we decided to move to a location over here in Flint Township. I'm originally from Flint Township, so I kind of wanted to get back to that, and born and raised here. So.
Oh, awesome. So did you go to Carmen or did you go to Ainsworth?
I went to, I started at Ainsworth, and then, you're dating me here, but I started at Ainsworth and then finished up at Carmen Ainsworth. Yes.
Okay. Oh, well, then, you're younger than me. So I went to Carmen. Only
Okay.
Carmen.
Only.
So I'm really dating myself. But anyway, no, it's great to have people that grew up here come back.
Yes.
You know, it's so hard to keep people in your communities because everybody wants to go off and then hopefully they'll come back. And so we're glad to have you here. And now you have, I was speaking with a gentleman that works with your company at the American Training Institute. That's the name of it, right?
Yes, yep.
And he was talking to me about how a lot of your employees are veterans. Is that true?
That's correct, yes.
Okay, that's awesome. Now, is that how you got the name, or where did you come up with the Patriot name?
It is. It was. I'm a veteran. I was a Marine
thank you
Corps.
for your service.
Thank you. Yes, and it was just a name that we thought about, and I liked it, so we went with it. Yeah.
No, that's awesome, and it's great to have a business that looks for veterans to hire too. So that's great. That's great. Now, have you been having issues with getting new employees to come in?
Yes. Since it was it got bad during COVID, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we had a lot of. It's a typical turnover industry. You know, we kind of look at it as the starting point to healthcare.
Right.
So you typically have a lot of employees that will start, and then they'll go. They'll move on to nursing or something else down
Sure.
the road. So. But during COVID, there just wasn't enough training programs, honestly, for us. So
okay.
Everything shut down, and that kind of put a little hindrance in that the process of bringing on new employees. So.
Yeah, it's been hard for everybody.
It has.
But that's a great career if somebody wanted to get involved. So they should look into that. And I think we're gonna. I think next week's show is probably gonna have somebody from American Training Institute, so we can talk more about that with them.
Great.
About how they can get involved in your industry. But now you're located in Flint Township. Where are you located in Flint Township?
Over on Commerce Road. It's Exchange and Dye Road area.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you just got your road redone.
Yes, we did.
They have a new road.
I'm very happy with the township with that road. It was rough.
Yeah, they can get to you quicker now. They have a nice new road.
Right.
Yeah, so that's great. But people don't come there, right? If they
Right.
need you, they call 911, right?
Correct,
So,
yes.
so if you need a service, you call 911. Can they request your ambulance, or how does that work? I guess I don't really know. I've
yeah.
never had to use one.
Well, that's
Knock
good.
on wood.
We don't. Yeah, the 911. So we have it's done by GPS. So
Okay.
every ambulance in the county has a AVL automatic vehicle locator on it. So 911 can see. So if a call comes into, they can tell what address you're at, and then the system will automatically figure out the top 3 closest ambulances
Okay.
to that location at that
Okay.
time that are available. So then they just directly dispatch it over the air for that. From
Oh, okay.
911 to that.
So they make that decision.
That's correct.
So,
That's the emergency side. A lot of people don't know about the ambulance. That's probably 30% of our business. We do a lot of non-emergency stuff too in the area, between hospital to hospital transfers, hospital and nursing homes. We also have a wheelchair transport division that takes people to doctor's appointments and things like that. Yeah,
that's interesting. That's
yep.
really cool.
So
how do they get a hold of you for that?
they can call us directly at our dispatch line. We have a 24-hour dispatch center right there in Flint Township, and they call it that. It's telephone number is 810-742-5449.
742-5449.
Yep.
Awesome. Yep. So now, say they want to Wait a minute, 742-4449.
742-5449.
Okay. See, everybody, you write it down. But now, say they can't remember your number, whatever. Is there a website where they can find you?
Yes, there
and
is.
what would that be?
Yep, it's www.patriotambulance.net is our website.
Oh, don't forget the .net.
.net, yes.
And then they can get your phone number or your how to get a hold of you, and if they're looking for a job.
Yes,
they can go on there too, right?
Yep.
So, and I'm saying this to you is only if it's not an emergency. If it's emergency, call 911.
Correct.
Right?
Yes,
right.
absolutely.
And I'm not a doctor.
We want to make sure everybody gets the closest ambulance in the
Right.
emergency. So,
Right.
I mean,
right.
yeah.
And if you're in Flint Township, more than likely it'll be Patriot, because you are the only ambulance service that's actually located in the township.
Correct.
Right.
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. There might be others driving through, so you might end up with somebody else
right,
closer. Yeah. But you guys are the only ones located here, so we're happy to have you here, and we're happy to have you here on the radio. But let me think. Well, there was something else I wanted to ask you. You had you have the veterans. Now you don't have to be a veteran.
No,
And you don't even have to have the training. You can help them find training, or how does that work?
Well, correct. Yeah. So with American Training Institute, which is a subsidiary of Patriot, we set it up so we'll actually sponsor people, a certain amount of people through different classes. And we started out at either the MFR, which is medical first responder, or the EMT level, and we'll bring people in. Typically, they will start working for us as maybe a wheelchair driver. We'll put them into the class and get them through and get there. So Patriot picks up the tab on that portion of it if somebody's interested in it. They can move on through the EMT class, work as an EMT, and then they can go on to the paramedic level. Now, we have an agreement with Davenport University where it's a partnership, I should say, with Davenport University, and they when they take our paramedic class through them, they'll actually get 39 credits towards their bachelor's in nursing if they want.
Wow, that's awesome.
We're pretty excited about that.
That's awesome. But we want to keep them as paramedics and EMTs.
Absolutely, as long as we can. But it's people looking for different career opportunities.
Yeah.
That's something.
And I would imagine that working in the ambulance services, it's kind of like police and firemen. It's a calling.
Yes. Yeah. You have to really enjoy doing it. Yes.
Right. Because you are seeing, a lot of times you're seeing people at their worst and in terrible situations. And to be out there to help people like you guys do, God love you. Because I don't know if I could handle doing something like that, but it's got to be that's a real calling to be able to help people in that manner. It's
an exciting field, but you do have to really enjoy helping people. On
yes.
that. I actually started out as a paramedic with the sheriff's department before I started Patriot, and did that for several years, but it's something that I've always still enjoy. Keeping your paramedic license and getting in the business, but. It's not a job for everybody, but
no.
But we're happy to have people that.
Yeah, I mean, you have to be able to withstand stressful situations. You have to be able to probably think on the fly because every situation is different, right?
They are, yes, they are. So.
You can't. No simulator's going to be able to help you out in the field. So a lot of it they can probably help you with, but. Right. Even the classroom situation can help you with a lot in how to respond to a situation. But, I mean, there's accidents happen and they're never, how do you say it? They're never staged. They just happen.
They just happen, yes. And that's why we like, one thing we always like with the veterans, because they've been through military training and things. So a lot of times they've had that kind of experience already and understand those situations.
Yeah, the real
really
world
situations.
situations.
Helps out in this line of work. So.
Yeah, but I was having a discussion with Dominic. I guess somebody saying that somebody could be a paramedic or a medic in the military, have all this wonderful experience, but then they get here and because of state licensing or whatever, they don't qualify right off the bat, but you can help them with the training, right? Correct. So if they wanted to continue to do that, you can help them through it.
Yes,
right?
Absolutely. Yep.
So it's still a career choice for them.
Yes. Yep.
Yep.
And that's something that we would like to see changed at the state levels at some point in time, because they have had a lot of medical experience in there, and they're working on that project.
Right. Yeah, and at some point, practical experience has to overrate classroom time. I mean, come on, seriously. If you've got somebody who has performed 10 surgeries and somebody who's just read a book on it, I want the guy that has performed the 10 surgeries. Thank you.
Yep.
But, I'm not in charge. That would be the Tracy rule.
Yes.
But I'm trying to think. Oh, anything else you want to talk about? Did I hit everything?
I think you hit everything about us, yes.
I kind of skip around, so then I forget about what I talked about.
That's okay.
And Jeff just met me, so he's thinking, wow, she's nuts. Whatever. But, okay, so we hit on, you guys, if somebody needs to get a hold of an ambulance, call 911 first if it's emergency. But they can call you for non-emergency situations, which you said you do. Wheelchair service?
Yes, we do.
Go through that one more time.
If somebody needs to be have a loved one or somebody transported to their doctor's office and back home, we'll come with a wheelchair van.
Okay.
For that. Our ambulance stuff will do more critical transports from hospital to hospital. We do a lot from here down to the U of M.
Okay.
We also have an office over in Lansing that we run out of too over there. So we do a lot with the Sparrow over there.
Oh, okay. With Sparrow Hospital.
Yep.
Yeah, so they can call your office for that, and that was 810-742-5449. Did I get that right that time?
Correct.
All right, cool. And then they can call, or they can go online to patriotambulance.net. Don't forget the .net. And if they're looking for job openings, if they're looking for non-emergency services, or just want to learn more about your company, right?
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah, that's wonderful. I'm trying to think. You're located in Commerce and Exchange, and I guess I said everything. Rusty, did I forget anything?
No. Facebook page?
Oh, yeah. Do you guys have a Facebook page?
We do have a Patriot Ambulance Facebook page.
See, there we go. That's why I keep them around. So what is your Facebook page?
Just Patriot Ambulance.
Oh, well, that's easy enough.
Easy enough.
Patriot Ambulance. Okay, and we love the name, and I'm so glad you stayed in the township, or came back to the township, I guess I should say, and we love having you here. I just wanted to get the word out to everybody within listening distance. I did hear I have 2 fans today. I had 2 people that have told me, I've listened to your show on the radio. I was like, I have 2 fans.
Thanks,
I have 2 people listening. Yeah, exactly.
Put me on the list.
Here you go. Jeff said he'll be our new fan. So anyway, I wanted to thank Jeff for coming in, and I needed to remind everybody that we have our email address, if you want to ask a question or comment on the show or let me know that you're listening, it's discoverflinttownship@gmail.com. You can visit us on Facebook at Flint Township Events. It's FLINTTWPEVENTS. And you can go on there to find out about all the events like National Night Out and whenever we have something else coming up. You can listen to the shows or see our clips or whatever you want to do on Discover Flint Township, our YouTube channel. We are also now on podcast channels on Anchor. And that's Discover Flint Township as well. You can visit our webpage, discoverflinttownship.com or flinttownship.org. That's ORG. And then I want to thank Jeff for coming in today. It was nice getting to meet you and get to know you. And I want to thank our partners, HAP, Shea Automotive Group, Financial Plus Credit Union, Guaranteed Rate, and 103.9 The Fox. Discover Flint Township with us next Sunday at 7:30 a.m. right here on The Fox. This is Tracy Tucker, the Flint Township Economic Enhancement Director, and I would like to remind everybody, stay safe, stay healthy, shop local, buy local, and discover Flint Township. See you later.
This has been Discover Flint Township with Tracy Tucker. For more information, visit discoverflinttownship.com. Flint Township is ready for your next move. The preceding program was pre-recorded and was paid for by Discover Flint Township. The views expressed are those of Discover Flint Township and do not necessarily reflect the views of 103.9 The Fox or Krill Communications, Inc.